Hi, it's been quite a while since I talked to the camera. I have actually been filming tons of footage, mostly of me painting. I've been filming lots and lots and lots. I did have a video edited and ready to go, but then my computer died and I lost all of my files. So I feel a bit silly for not backing up my files. I did try to do it at one point, kind of link it to a Google Drive, but I think I was having trouble and I just kind of gave up. So I did lose all of my sticker files for cutting, and a lot of the original portrait pictures that I don't have anymore because they went to other people. So some of my products actually are going to be discontinued, which is actually not terrible. I think my painting has improved since I did those. So I think, it's okay to let go of those. So yeah, that's why I haven't uploaded. Well, that's not the reason that I haven't uploaded a video. There's been a lot of life changes over the last few months. I can't even remember the last time I did post a video, but there's been a lot of life changes since, I want to say, July. Some good, some horrible. So I guess I'm just gonna catch you up on those things. So in July, I decided that I was going to quit my full-time job. And I would love it if I was sitting here to tell you that I quit my full-time job so that I could focus on Marty and Milo's, all of the time. But that's not what happened. So I actually ended up getting 2 more professor positions at 2 more colleges. I already had one, which I was doing at the same time as my full-time job. So I already had that one. I picked up 2 more, which was really lucky and really good timing. The previous instructor retired and they were teaching at both of those colleges. So I got both of her jobs. So that was good. So because of that, because 3 part-time teaching jobs, this semester in the fall, I was teaching 11 hours a week. And I know that doesn't seem like very much, but with all the prep and the marking and everything like that, it ends up being slightly more than a full-time job. So I did that because I love teaching. I love it so much. And I thought that maybe by taking on those 3 part-time teaching positions, it's 11 hours a week, my thought was that I would have a little bit more time to work on my art. It turned out not to be the case. I'm kind of accepting of it because it was the first time teaching certain courses, and so the prep is always way more the first time, and then it gets a little bit less as time goes on. So I've kind of come to terms with that now. And going forward, I have the 3 colleges in the winter semester. It's actually slightly more hours, but it's courses that I've already taught before, so it should be a little bit less prep. Still a lot of marking, but that's okay. So that's the first big thing. I've gone from having a full-time job to having 3 part-time teaching positions. And the commute is pretty long. So the colleges are kind of spread really far away. And the commute is long because the second thing that happened was that we moved. So we were living in the city and we sold our condo that we lived in We were pretty sad about it because we did really love living there and we were right on the lake and it was just a beautiful place to live. But we've ended up moving to a bit more of a rural spot. So I knew I was going to be okay with this. I grew up in a tiny little village in northeast England. So I knew that living in a quieter place, surrounded by farmers' fields, I was going to be just fine. I was a little bit worried about my husband Shiv because he was born in Trinidad, but he grew up in Toronto. So he's used to living in the big city. So I was a little bit worried that he would have a bit of a hard time adjusting. But it turns out that he absolutely loves it. So I'm really happy about that. So we're just renting for now. We're renting a house. So that's a bit different too. We went from living in a condo to living in a house. So that's new, but also very comfortable. The place that we're living, the house was finished, but the outside is kind of still under construction, so we didn't have a driveway right away. It was just kind of dirt, and then we got grass about a week before the snow started, and now we have so much snow. I'll try and include a picture or something of how much snow we have, which I'm actually pretty happy about. The shoveling the driveway hasn't got old yet, but we'll see if it does get old eventually. So yeah, that was the second thing. The third thing, not so nice. My mom passed away. She had been sick for about a year, just over a year. It was a bit unexpected, for me anyway. I didn't know that was going to happen. So that's been really challenging. I was in England for a little bit. It was nice to spend some time with my family. But yeah, navigating that it's just so peculiar, devastating, and strange. Because I was saying that I feel too young to not have a mom. And my sister was like, well, middle-aged. But it just, I don't know. I guess everyone just probably feels like a kid their whole life. So yeah, that's been really hard. I was thinking about maybe trying to do a portrait of her. I don't usually paint people, but I think it would be kind of a nice thing for me to do. So yeah, that's been something. That's been really hard. So yeah, I'm gonna move on from that. I'm gonna move on from talking about this right now, just because I'm British and we don't like talking about our feelings. And I tend to go into matter-of-fact mode when I'm talking about my feelings and not like actually showing them. So that's something that I'm working on. So yeah, that's it. So today, I'm done for the semester. So it feels good. I feel like it's been go, 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 obviously with the move and everything, the traveling, dealing with everything. It's been pretty chaotic few months. So I'm extremely happy to have a few weeks off just to kind of work on Marty and Milo stuff, but also just take care of myself a little bit better. I've started working out a bit more. So that's going well. So I feel quite relieved that I have a bit of time off. It's it's definitely needed. So today, I'm going to, first things first, I have a cup of tea right here. I am going to finally sit down and read the ebook that I bought from Prince by Millie. It's about getting noticed, which I feel like I need to do. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to read that. And then maybe take some notes and stuff. I'll probably not get through the whole thing while I'm drinking my tea, but I'm going to read that for a little bit. I have some paintings to package. Well, one painting to package. I ran a contest. It was a while back now. It's taken me a long time to do the painting. I ran a contest for a free portrait. So I need to ship off that. It turned out so cute. I'm so happy with it. I'll show you some footage of me actually painting it, because I do have that footage. So I'm really happy how it turned out. I really hope that the dog mom is going to be happy with that. I'm pretty excited to see her reaction. I also included some bookmarks and some gift tags in the package because I felt bad that it had taken me so long to do the painting with the move and the travel and all that stuff. So I got to do that. I got to ship those out. I got to ship out some Christmas gift tags that were ordered. And then, what else am I going to do today? The world is my oyster. And it feels so good. I'm probably going to stop talking now. I do want to tell you about a market that I did last weekend. It was wonderful. It was a kind of late sign up. Okay, let me sit down. I'm already sitting down. Let me talk a little bit more, even though I always say I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to tell you about my market experiences this year. So, as you know, this year is the first year of doing any markets. So I started off with the Pet Expo. The Pet Expo I chose just because it's my niche. Not my niche. Yeah, kind of my niche. My target audience is going to be there. I did 3 pet expos, and I love it. I love it so much. It's such a fun time. I love meeting all the people, meeting all the dogs, meeting all the other vendors. It's just wonderful. So I had a great time at the pet expos. It's a big event. There's a lot of people. The last 2 that I did, I didn't make my vendor fee back. It's about $300 for 2 days. And I didn't make my vendor fee back the last 2 pet expos that I did. So I mean, it doesn't feel great, but at the same time, like, I have a really good time when I'm there. And I figure, it's exposure. But even the last 2 pet expos, I haven't had anybody reach out afterwards to, ask about portraits or anything, or even just getting Instagram follows. I would get like 1 or 2. So that's a little bit disappointing. So I decided after that last pet expo, which was a few weeks ago, that I'm going to focus next year on more of the craft market type events, so like art fairs, farmers markets, things like that, because I think at the pet expos, people are buying things for their pet. So you see people with like bags of stuff, and they have treats and leashes and, all the little outfits that you can buy for your pets. So they're buying stuff for their pet rather than for themselves. Even though my stuff is pet related, it's kind of more a gift for them rather than their pet. So I think that I'm gonna not do as many pet events next year. I'm signed up for one already, which is a huge one, which I'm pretty excited about, but I think that'll be my only one. And I got the email from the Pet Expo yesterday, and I saw it and I was like feeling a little FOMO, because I'd already decided I wasn't going to sign up, but it it made me feel a little bit worried, like maybe I'm not doing the right thing. But anyway, a couple of weeks ago, I saw this Christmas market in a really cute little, they call it a hamlet because it's kind of not even a town, a little hamlet, really close by, only sort of 20-25 minutes away from here. And I saw a posting about the market, and my husband really loves Christmas markets too. So it's like, maybe we'll go to this Christmas market, check it out, and then maybe I can apply for it next year. So I was messaging with the organizers about parking, and then I just was like, let me just ask. So I asked. I said, "What's the chances?" It's probably a bit late, but do you have any spots open? And she messaged back and said, I had a look at your store, and we're going to make a spot for you. So I was like, that was like a huge compliment. I felt really good about that. But also really excited about doing the market. So I did it. It was only one day. It was only 4.5 hours. It was such a nice, they say they compare it to like a Hallmark movie because it's such a quaint little place, and it was snowing, and it was just a really nice day. My stuff got covered in mud because it wasn't on the grass, it was on the road, but with the salt and the snow and slush and stuff, my tent got filthy. And my pants, it was kind of like the 90s, when well, I don't know if all of you watching were alive in the 90s, but the whole like baggy pant thing where the rain like soaks up to your knees, so it's kind of like that. It's like reminiscent of my teenage years. So that was super nice, and I actually made more money in 4.5 hours than I did in 2 days at the Pet Expo. So that kind of like, supported my hypothesis, I guess, that maybe the craft markets are the best bet for me. Maybe it's because it was a Christmas market and people were, in the mood to spend money on gifty type stuff. So I think that's going to be what is going to happen going forward. I'm going to try and focus on those. Yeah. So I just wanted to tell you about that little Christmas market that I did. And okay, I'm going to go now. I got to stop talking. I'll see you in a bit. All right, I'm back. So my day is almost over. It's not almost over. It's like almost 5 o'clock. I've been to the post office, dropped off my packages. They should be arriving with their recipients tomorrow morning, so that's really exciting. Hopefully, I hear from them to see if they like them. Hopefully, they do. So I read Millie's book, as I said I was going to, and I read it all, actually. I thought I was going to just do a little bit, take some notes, but I actually ended up reading the whole thing. So it was a nice little relaxing moment of the day, and it was so inspiring. There's so many great social media prompts in there or ideas for posts. I like that she had categories of themes, so you could have like a behind the scenes, or you could have an educational video. So I kind of like that. Having the themes is going to make it really easy for me to figure out what I want to post. I'm not the most comfortable. I love doing this long form stuff because I really enjoy the video editing process, and I feel like a bit more comfortable doing this like long chats rather than just the short form stuff. So I'm not really comfortable, and also I'm not really thinking about it a lot. But it's kind of inspired me. I've made 3 reels already today. Yeah, I'm gonna do a little. I'd like to work a little bit longer. Like, I'm feeling really pumped. It's kind of funny when I get to work on art stuff, I don't want to stop. Whereas like with other stuff, it's like, is it 5 o'clock yet? Can I stop working? That makes me sound lazy. I'm not. I'm just like, I just find it so inspiring to work on art. So yeah, I just wanted to drop in and tell you about the book and the fact that I'm pretty proud of myself that I made 3 reels today. Yeah, I feel like I've been talking so much. You probably want to see some action stuff. But anyway, see you for now.
God, you see beauty where I see loss. Lucid dreaming, losing what you love. You're so enlightened that you forgot. All we need is someone else to hold. You found another place to float away, rising higher from the ground you claim. Wish that we could talk the same, yeah, about the things we love, about the things we love, about the things we love, about the things we love. But you're not asking, making sure I'm fine. If I'm not you, I haven't tried enough. Then you say you never shine so bright, but leave no room for life beside. Yours is all you ever seem to need. See, you talk about things we love, about the things we love, about the things we love, about the things we love. But you're not asking, making sure I'm fine. If I'm not you, I haven't tried enough. Then you say you never shine so bright, but leave no room for life beside. Yours is all you ever seem to need. See, you talk about health, but is it really that healthy? How you fulfill yourself, to say.
So when I said that I was gonna work a little bit longer, I really meant it apparently, because now it is 7 o'clock. I'm getting a little bit tired because usually I go to bed pretty early. I go to bed around 9, so it's kind of late for me to eat. But I really do feel like I need to eat something now because I've been hyper focused for the last couple of hours. So I've done a bunch of editing actually for this vlog, and I realized that it's actually quite long enough. So I was planning on doing some filming over the next couple of days, but that's not going to happen now because it's already long enough. And I've been extremely chatty in this one, so I'm sorry that there's not more action footage, but yeah, it's been just me talking at you for the whole time, so apologies for that. I am pretty excited about having this, next few weeks to work on my small business. It's been really a huge pleasure today to be able to do that. Yeah, so I'm almost edited this video actually. I'm getting a little bit faster. I'm still not super happy with the quality of the results. I'm still learning how to do stuff, so it looks a little choppy and not as great as I would like it to look, and the color is probably not the best because I need to spend some time figuring that out. But I'm kind of okay with just figuring that out as I go. At first, when I started this, I really wanted everything to be perfect, but I think just doing is better than trying to get perfection, because I probably would never post anything. So I'm kind of trying to embrace that imperfection, and I do feel like I'm getting a little better. I know how to do things that I didn't know how to do before, but it's still not where I'd like it to be, but that's okay. I feel like my brain is not working right now. I'm trying to talk and it's just the words are not coming into my mouth. I think that's just my brain generally these days, but also I really need to eat something, I think. So I'm gonna go, and thank you if you're watching this. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. That would make my day. And if you want to see the next one, feel free to subscribe. So I'll see you next time. Bye. Thanks so much for watching. If you'd like to follow my journey, feel free to like and subscribe.